10,000-mile cliffs. This place reminds me of the old times, especially the days when I dreamed of becoming a god of martial arts. A dream I could not easily fulfill, but I always wanted to achieve. Whenever I told people about my aspirations, they would always treat me as if I was a madman, but I trained my martial arts through day and night in order to achieve this dream. As if I'm crazy. While I wasn't able to become the god of martial arts, I thought my training was sufficient, but I see now that it was still not enough. Crazy Demon, another man calls out to the MC. The Crazy Demon turns his head to see who is speaking, and it is here we learn that the man who is speaking is Left Hand of the Illuminating Light, affiliated with the Demon Cult, and he says, "Stop wasting time and hand over the heavenly pearl you stole from the cult." The Crazy Demon responds, "Left Hand of the Illuminating Light, can't you see that I'm talking right now? What will these stories change? Your end is already set. You've run well till now, but you can't get any further than this." The Crazy Demon says nothing. He raises up his hand casually and he asks Left Hand, "You said this was the heavenly pearl, right? Should I just throw this away?" Left Hand quickly says, "I apologize. Please continue with your story." As the Crazy Demon continues to overlook the cliffs, he continues, "I am adept in mind games, trickery, strategy, baiting, and lies. And I am unable to fall into any honey traps. I am also an insanely good drinker and extremely good at light body technique." Left Hand interrupts the Crazy Demon. "Is that what you think?" The Crazy Demon says nothing and looks at Left Hand questioningly. "Especially the honey trapping. The reason you never fell for honey traps was because actually beautiful women were literally unable to force themselves to even act like they liked you. So we needed to try to bait you in with a more normal looking woman we managed to find. The entire world knows of this fact." The Crazy Demon says nothing, both men glaring at each other. And then the Crazy Demon asks Left Hand, "Do you still not want me to throw this away?" Left Hand apologizes quickly and he asks the Crazy Demon to continue. "In order to become the god of martial arts, I became the crazy jack of all trades. That is who I am, the Crazy Demon." The Demon Cult group says nothing, looking on shocked at what he had just said out loud. And they ask him, "So, are you done yet with your story?" The Crazy Demon says, "Not yet." He continues, "After enduring this situation, everything feels meaningless. The times I spent journeying in order to bring justice to this world." Left Hand interrupts, "Justice? Aren't you on the most wanted list of Miram Union as public enemy? You're higher up on the wanted list than I am. And I'm a Demon Cult member. Wasn't it the Orthodox sect that named you the Crazy Demon in the first place?" The Crazy Demon says nothing, simply holds up the heavenly pearl in front of Left Hand and he asks him, once again, "Should I throw this away?" Left Hand says nothing else but, "I apologize if I made you angry." The Crazy Demon noticing, and he says, "You know, looking at how you, Left Hand of the Illuminating Light, are managing his temper, this item must be really important. And, you know, now that I think about it, I killed over 100 elite soldiers of the Demon Cult while you were chasing me. But you're holding yourself back so well." Left Hand starting to get frustrated, says Crazy Demon, "Just because you have a mouth doesn't mean you can use it however you want." The Crazy Demon saying this bloodlust. "Yes, you would want to kill me. I will respect your final decision and end this with a fight. But before that, should I throw this away into the cliffs, since it'd be troublesome to fight while holding on to it?" Left Hand quickly stops himself and he says, "I apologize for showing my emotional side. Let's try to talk this out." "Talk this out? You've been chasing me for days without giving me any rest, using the heaven's net. Because of you, I couldn't sleep nor eat. Not only that, I didn't even have time to take a shit. Do you know how depressing that feels?" Left Hand casually responding with, "I mean, that was our goal. That's what the heaven net does." The Crazy Demon says nothing, bringing back in his outstretched arm, worries Left Hand and he asks him, "What are you trying to do now?" The Crazy Demon simply responds with, "What? I'm about to give you guys a big shit of my own." "What?" And at that moment, the Crazy Demon swallows the heavenly pearl in front of the Demon Cult. Shocked, the Demon Cult stands awestruck at what just happened. Left Hand starting to sweat bullets at the sight of the heavenly pearl being eaten. The Crazy Demon says, "What an unexpected taste. It tastes like peaches. You crazy bitch. You actually fucking ate that? Says Left Hand. The crazy demon says nothing at all, and he looking at your reaction. It seems like it was the right choice. Left Hand, visibly angered by what he had just heard, yells out to the group behind him, "Kill him. No, leave his life intact. I will literally grind him alive and present him to the cult leader." And in unison, the demon cult that was following behind Left Hand says, "As you command." And they all rush after the MC. In a 1v6 type situation, we see that the crazy demon is readying himself and getting into position to fight. Then as the first member comes in, the crazy demon weaves the first attack, and he counterattacks with a devastating gut punch, which off-screens the first member. Second member coming in right behind him with another sword attack. He also has his attack weaved and elbowed in the spine. We get an overview of how the crazy demon is 1v6ing everybody that comes in, and at the same time, he's still ducking and dodging and hitting weaves on all the attacks. As another incoming attack comes in, the crazy demon counterattacks with a simultaneous gut punch to 3 of the cult members, knocking back most of the group. And as the demon cult members fall one at a time, the rest of the cult members seem reluctant to go in and attack the crazy demon. It is here when the crazy demon says out loud, "Hey, Left Hand, how long do you plan on letting your underlings die? You've spent days of goons after me to drain my strength. Don't you think you should step up now?" Left Hand says nothing, but all right, I will face you myself. Everyone stand back as the rest of the demon cult group starts to bag up and let this 1v1 situation play out. The crazy demon responds, "You're awfully full of yourself when you haven't even shown yourself while I was at my full strength." Left Hand, yelling out "shut up," comes in for an attack, energy gathering within his hand. We also see that the crazy demon, assuming a fighting stance, also has energy emanating from his hands, yelling out to Left Hand, "Do what you can do." Left Hand coming in fiercely, yelling out, "You bastard." And we see the crazy demon bleeding from the mouth, thinking to himself, gathering my power toward the internal injuries that I sustained from earlier. However, Left Hand, I'll take him with me. As we see the crazy demon gathering internal energy into the palm of his hand, and Left Hand coming in for an attack of his own with energy emanating from the palm of his hand. The two clash, and at the point of impact, we see a great light, and afterward what follows is a great shockwave, which knocks back everyone, including the cult members that were behind. The cliffs seemingly destroyed, chunks of rocks falling off, and we also see the crazy demon's body flying out from the smoke, thinking to himself, was he too strong for me to handle with the current state of my body? And as he's walking from the smoke, bleeding heavily, Left Hand thinks to himself, crazy demon, to think he was this strong with that body? He was stronger than what was known of him. As we see the devastation that occurred from the impact just now, Left Hand holding on to his right arm, which has been deformed from the clash. He sees the crazy demon falling from the smoke, and he's yelling out loud, "No!" The crazy demon, as he's bleeding from the mouth and falling from the cliffs, thinks to himself, "Oh, this isn't a bad sight either." As he continues to fall, he yells out, "I hope your leader fucking kills you all. Fuck you!" Left Hand, shocked, looking on at the crazy demon falling, yells out to the group behind him, "Everyone, go down the cliff. We need at least to find his body." And in the next scene, everything goes black. Crazy demon thinking out loud to himself as he falls to his death. "However, at least I got to fight before I passed away. I've killed many elites of the demon cult in this time. And I stole and ate the sacred item of the demon cult. So my life was pretty exciting. If the Miram Union knew about this, wouldn't they give me a Martial Artist of the Year award? Well, I guess that doesn't matter right now. More than that, why was I never able to date any hot females?" As he's falling, and in the next instance, he's standing in a void of light, and he's thinking, where is this? You ate something that contained a soul without hesitation. You must be out of your mind. As the crazy demon turns around to hear who's speaking, he notices a old man in all white. Crazy demon says, you are extremely strong. That is not important right now. The heavenly pearl you just ate contains numerous souls of important martial artists, says the old man. Now that you ate that, the souls that were unable to ascend will stick to your own soul. Responds the crazy demon. If you sleep, the souls will wake you up. If you eat, the souls will share the essence of the food, and they will cling to whomever you touch. Your ki will go berserk to an uncontrollable state. My ki will go berserk, says the crazy demon, and he clenches his fist, saying out loud that I like that. That means I'm stronger. The old man just thinks, is this guy slow? He thinks going into ki overload state is a good thing? I ask you, says the old man, why did you swallow the heavenly pearl? And in that moment, the crazy demon thinks to himself, I feel like he could kill me with his gaze alone. He really is powerful beyond my comprehension. If I don't give him an answer that he wants, I will die. No, I will be erased on the spot. The old man says, answer me without any lies or trickery. And the crazy demon responds, I didn't eat this because I wanted to eat it. I wanted to make sure that the demon cult leader wouldn't be able to. The old man asks why. Crazy demon responds, I hate the demon cult leader. He doesn't see other people as equivalent humans. If someone likes him becomes stronger, I don't even want to think about it. You dislike him because he doesn't see others as humans. You did it because you didn't want to see someone like that become stronger. Says the old man. Yes, that is your way of doing good. It is a good reason. Crazy demon says nothing, simply exhales at the fact that he had just escaped death or erasure. The old man continues. The lifeline that I will let down to you is the last one. I won't be able to help you since I will be receiving my punishment. What do you mean? Asks the crazy demon. This is the best choice that I can give you, says the old man, and the best present that you will receive. And as he clasped his hands together, energy emanated around the heavenly pearl that is in his center. The crazy demon simply asks, what? Crazy demon stands within a void of light getting brighter until he wakes up and he says out loud, this is. Looking around the room, he notices this is the inn that he lived in as a kid. And it is here we learn that the crazy demon name is Yi Zaha. But to be honest with my family, I'm gonna be a whole hundred. I'm gonna just continue to call him the crazy demon because it sounds better. As the crazy demon is sitting on his bed, looking around the room, he says out loud, it really is my room. It doesn't seem like a dream. What happened? Thinking to himself, I was around 20 when I lived here. Wait, I can start training my martial arts several years earlier than before. And since I've done it before, I can get stronger way faster than last time. Clenching his fist, thinking at the prospect of getting way stronger, way faster. I can become way stronger than that time. Ouch, there's a cut. What is this? Did I get beat up? When was this? Getting up from the bed and going into the next room, he sees the devastation, broken glass, wine all over the floor, tables turned over, and he said, the inn is all wrecked. If this happened, then, oh yeah, so it's back then. Going into a flashback, the MC remembers time and place this incident happened. Hey, errand boy, I heard you're eager to save some money. What are you even saving up for? Says one of the customers sitting at the table. And a young Yi Zaha thinks to himself, I can't respond that I'm desperate because my parents are dead. What should I say? It was a passing comment, so I'll respond with a joke. Actually, I'm dreaming of listening to a song by Cha Yang at the Plum Blossom Brothel. It's the humble dream of an errand boy. And in the next scene, we see some citizens gossiping, and we hear one say, did you hear? The errand boy of the Zaha Inn, he wants to sleep with Cha Yang, so he's desperately earning money. Wow, that crazy guy. I was wondering why he was always wanting money. What a loser. Coming back to the present, we see that the crazy demon is thinking to himself, I made a joke about Cha Yang, who was getting popular at the time in Ilying Prefecture, and a twisted rumor spread. Looking at the state of the inn, I've come back to that time. Everything has been smashed. Thinking about it makes me pissed. They beat my ass and ruined the inn because of that? I need to inspect the state of my body, then decide what I'm gonna do. Sitting down in a meditative state, the crazy demon thinks to himself, let's start relearning the art of the journey through the still lands I used in my time as the crazy demon. And closing his eyes, we see energy gathering at his center, and he thinks out loud, ki? Why is there ki in my body? I didn't have any ki back then, and there's a lot of it too. I don't know the reason, but this is fortunate. Let's go ahead and progress with the art of journey through the still lands. And with his eyes closed, sitting down meditating, the sun sets. And the crazy demon opens his eyes and he says out loud, I can't believe it. Even if I'm familiar with it, I've reached the first stage of the journey through still lands this fast. This is the best choice that I can give you and the best present you will receive. He is reminded of what the old man said. Was this what the old man meant? And this energy that I feel in my body, it might have something to do with the heavenly pearl I swallowed. But more than half of the energy in me isn't budging. That's a shame. Well, no need to hurry. I already have a significant amount. I can get stronger much faster than I expected. Must have been a long time since I used the heart technique. Let's take a look around the Iliang prefecture. And in the next scene, the crazy demon standing outside the village begins to walk through, looking around the place. He just thinks to himself, my memory is slowly refreshing itself. We see another man, toothpick in his mouth, cleaning his teeth, sees the crazy demon walking through the village. And he says to the man sitting next to him, isn't that the errand boy of the Zaha Inn? The other man says, he's alive? I heard he got beat up a few days ago, but I guess he's strong enough to walk around now, says some of the town folk. What a loser, says another man. The crazy demon hearing the talk says to himself, yeah, that's what I was like before. Everyone mistreated me because I was an errand boy at an inn. Fuck. Makes me more angry the longer I think about it. As he continues walking through the village, he stops in front of a building. This place is Plum Blossom Brothel. And in another flashback, we see that the crazy demon was getting jumped, kicked and punched from all sides. Are you crazy? You're trying to sleep with the best girl of our Plum Blossom Brothel, Cha Yang? How could a mere errand boy even attempt to go for Cha Yang? I'll make sure you never say something like that again. Yi Zaha thinking to himself, no, I didn't say that. And as he's getting beat up, looking up from the ground, as he's being kicked, he sees Cha Yang. Why is she looking at me like that? I didn't say that. He continues to get kicked and punched and beat until next he's finally back at the inn. And as he opens up the doors to the inn, he hears the people talking behind him, gossiping. Did you see that? That guy got beat up earlier. He got beat to a pulp. Yi Zaha thinking to himself, why? What did I do wrong? And back to the present moment, the crazy demon just thinks, yeah, even the crazy demon had times like these. And I've returned to the perfect time. Good. I'll clear up the confusion right now. As he looks at the building, someone says, hey, errand boy, what are you glaring at? The crazy demon turning around to see who is speaking. The man continues, what? Are you going to set the Plum Blossom Brothel on fire or something? What a loser. But could someone like you even light a fire? You get scared and cry, huh? The crazy demon says nothing. I saw you get beat up a few days ago, but I guess you're fine now. It's surprising you didn't die. But if you got beat up like that, you should stay in the inn. Why are you out walking around right now, huh? Why won't you answer me? Did you go deaf because somebody beat you up so much? The crazy demon simply asks the man, what was your name again? The man says, what? You fucker. And as he goes in for a punch, the crazy demon casually tilts his head to the side, weaving the punch, and counter punches with an uppercut right to the chin. The man falls over knocked out without moving, sleep. The crazy demon turning his head and walking away, says out loud, why is he freaking out when I just asked him what his name was? But what was his name? As the crazy demon begins to step toward the brothel, the guard outside the door says, the fuck? It's the errand boy from a few days back. Why the hell are you here? Get lost. The crazy demon responds, is that the way you talk to a customer? The doorman yells out, this damn errand boy, and he lunges at the MC for an attack, weaving the attack, grabbing the man by the face and slamming him into the ground with enough force to knock him out cold. The crazy demon simply brushes off his shoulder and he says out loud, the guest service here must be a mess. I can't find a trace of service mindset. Grabbing for the doors, the crazy demon begins to walk in, and we see the place bustling with customers everywhere. Crazy demon opening the doors, yelling out, what the hell are you doing, dumbasses? Receive your customer. Everyone stops what they're doing to see who's at the door. Everyone's shocked at someone opening the door, yelling in, more so shocked that it was the errand boy, Yi Zaha. As the crazy demon makes his way inside the brothel, and everyone is shook from him opening the door and making his grand entrance. We hear people asking in the background, hey, isn't that the errand boy from the Zaha Inn? It is. Did he go mad from getting beat up a couple of days ago? Another pair of doormen greets the crazy demon at the door and they ask him, have you gone insane? Where do you think this is, huh? The crazy demon asks, isn't it obvious? It's a place where you can drink. You thought I came here without knowing that? What? Says the doorman, and as he raises his hand to strike the crazy demon, he says, you must have really gone insane. Let him in, says a voice from the crowd. And as the doormen turn around to see who it is, the crazy demon simply thinks to himself, yes, I remember that guy. Cha Sung-tae, the Plum Blossom brothel manager. Cha Sung-tae continues, we can't throw out a customer who came here to drink, can we? Customer is a customer. The crazy demon says nothing and simply looks up at Cha Sung-tae. And he looks at the doorman and he asks him, you heard that, yeah? As the crazy demon passes the doorman, Cha Sung-tae says, the errand boy from Zaha Inn. Get him a nice table of drinks. When else would he get the chance to come to a place like this? Serve him well. Yes, boss, says the rest of the men. The crazy demon makes his way up the stairs, and a worker directs him to a room, and he asks the crazy demon, what kind of drinks do you want? You think I've been to a place like this before? Just give me whatever's expensive. Hey, watch how you speak, says the worker. The crazy demon sitting down asks why. You don't like being looked down on by an errand boy, huh? Then sorry, you son of a bitch. You got it? Bring me some alcohol. The worker, visibly frustrated, thinks to himself, is this guy fucking crazy? If it weren't for Sung-tae's orders. The worker says to the crazy demon, hold up. As he leaves the room, crazy demon says nothing, simply smiles. The crazy demon, now relaxing, asks, what is this drink? The lady responds, it is top quality Dukong liquor. Top quality, says the crazy demon. The crazy demon asks, Cha Yang, she's here, yeah? The lady responds, the owner will get mad. I heard you got beat up for something related to Cha Yang a couple of days ago. Everyone in Ilyang Prefecture knows I got beat up, huh? Don't worry about such a thing and just bring her to me, says the crazy demon. The lady looks at the crazy demon, says nothing, and tells him that she will send word for Cha Yang. As the crazy demon sits in the room alone, he says to himself, look at this, messing with an errand boy like that. Judging by the smell and the color, this isn't even third-rate liquor. What scammers? A man bursts into the room and he yells out, hey, you son of a bitch, who the hell do you think you are? Are you crazy? The crazy demon simply asks the man, is it wrong for a mere errand boy to come to a brothel to drink? And why do you keep calling me a son of a bitch? What? Says the man. If I remember correctly, you're Dong Guok, right? Hey, Dong Guok, I poured you a glass, so come over here. Dong Guok says out loud, this guy, did you eat something wrong today? And as he sits down, he asks, Yi Zaha, hey, what's wrong with you? Did we hit your head too hard last time? The crazy demon says nothing and pours the man a drink, and he passes him the cup. Dong Guok continues, don't cause a scene and get lost after you're finished drinking before things get troublesome. Hey, Dong Guok, as the man slams the liquor on the table, this guy, and he reaches back to slap the crazy demon, and in the next instant, we see one of the chopsticks protruding from the man's hand. Without the man even noticing, the crazy demon smiling at Dong Guok. Dong Guok, in pain, as his hand has been impaled to the table. The crazy demon asks him, why are you like this? I was planning to drink quietly and see Cha Yang before I leave. So why the hell is everyone barking like a horny ass dog? And in the next moment, we see that the female Cha Yang has just opened the door with a frustrated look on her face. And she tells the man, brother Dong Guok, stay outside. And in the next moment, we see the chopstick being ripped from his hand, him pulling his hand away from the table, and the crazy demon saying, yeah, Dong Guok, go outside. Dong Guok, holding his hand bleeding, hurriedly runs away from the situation. Cha Yang, saying nothing, sits down at the table as the door slams behind her, and the crazy demon simply smiles, looking at Cha Yang. And she asks him, why are you smiling? He says no reason. Why? Does an errand boy need to control his emotions in a place like this as well? Cha Yang asks the crazy demon, do you think the situation is funny? Do you think Brother Sung-tae or the owner will stay put? And more money is on the tab because I came in, just so you know. The drink is Dukong liquor, so it's more expensive as well. And the medical bills for hurting Brother Dong Guok. I'm telling you this for your own sake. Just stay put and leave before you get into any more trouble. The crazy demon thinking to himself, now that I think about it, it's the first time I'm seeing Cha Yang this close. Cha Yang continues, also, let me make this clear right now. Even if you bring a whole sack of gold and silver, I will not sleep with you. I'm working here, but that doesn't mean I sleep with just anyone. I'm not a whore. And as the crazy demon sits down the glass on the table, he responds, I'll make this clear as well then. I never said I was gonna save up so that I could sleep with you. All I wanted was to hear one song from you. Because as you said, you sell your arts instead of your body. Cha Yang responds with, but what I heard was, and that was something that I said as a joke in the end. I didn't want to do that, and I didn't have money either. The crazy demon continues. Cha Yang speechless. The reason I was looking for you was to tell you this. So now, get out. Cha Yang surprised. Asks, what? The crazy demon says it once again. I told you to get the fuck out. Eyes wide and surprised. Cha Yang says nothing. And in the next moment, 3 men come bursting into the room. And they say, Yee Zaha, it seems that you came here with a death wish. So let's take this outside. It'll be a pain in the ass to clean if blood is spilt in here. And as the crazy demon continues to pour another glass of liquor, he says to the men, let me at least finish the drink before we head out. What? Says the men. The crazy demon responds, what's the matter? I'm sure you're all confident enough to kill someone like me anytime you want. Isn't that right? The 3 men standing there, without saying anything, shocked, starts laughing, and they tell Cha Yang to wait outside. The 3 men sit down and they ask the crazy demon, so, Mr. Zaha, this seems like your last glass, so drink up. But this guy is a real man. He came in here proudly and even called for Cha Yang. If I had known that this guy was a real man, I'd have beaten him up even harder. I regret it. Now that we know that we can beat him up as much as we want to, properly. Zaha, won't you feel that it is unfair about getting beat up properly this time? You think so too? Says one of the other men. Of course. Zaha, am I right? Crazy demon says nothing. He instead asks the men, do you want a drink? The man, looking on skeptical of the crazy demon, says to the others, it's fine. If you're done, let's go outside. Get up. The crazy demon, ignoring the man and continues pouring a drink, takes another sip of the alcohol, and he thinks to himself, selling something like this is top quality. The man, confused, thinks to himself, why is he so relaxed? Did he really go insane after the beating from a few days ago? Oh, it's all gone now, says the crazy demon as he puts the glass back on the table. And he continues, I just have one thing to ask. My old friends, am I that big of a joke? The man responds, weren't you supposed to be a joke? What a dumbass. You could have ended things with the beating you had a few days ago, but you wanted to turn things up a notch. It's your fault. Crazy demon starting to laugh uncontrollably, and the men asking, what the fuck is you laughing about? Both parties begin to laugh uncontrollably, and in the next moment, the 2 men that walked in pulls out their swords. The crazy demon jumping up from his position and the table being flipped, food going everywhere. We see the crazy demon in his fighting stance and he kicks the table. And as he kicks the table, the 3 men are thrown into the wall with a table on top of them. All of them have been flattened on the ground. And the crazy demon stepping on top of the table, and he asks the men once again, my friends, am I still a joke? As he looked down at the men standing on top of them. The lady in purple from before, as she's walking back to the room, she hears the crazy demon, am I? Huh? A joke? Huh? As he steps on the table with the men under it. She thinks to herself, what in the world? The crazy demon looks up at the woman and he says, old hag, bring me more of that shitty third-rate Dukong liquor. The lady, frustrated at hearing old hag, says to the crazy demon, I'm sorry, but it's not third-rate. It is a high-class Dukong liquor. Who are you trying to fool? I try not to hit women who don't know martial arts, but you should open your mouth after thinking about what you're going to say, old hag. She glares at the crazy demon and says nothing, turns her head and begins to walk away. The crazy demon, turning away from looking at the lady, looks back down at the men. The crazy demon says to the men, laugh, you fuckers. Didn't you say that I was a joke? Why aren't you laughing in front of the funny guy? And in the next scene, we see Cha Sung-tae walking down the hall, men behind him, everyone holding on to swords. And as he walks into the room, he looks at the crazy demon, and the crazy demon simply responds with, oh, you're here. They both look at each other without saying anything. Cha Sung-tae looking at the mess that was just made. The 3 men on the ground, unconscious from getting beat up. And Cha Sung-tae finally asks the crazy demon, Zaha, are you crazy? You're going to die at this rate. The crazy demon simply asks, I'll die? Cha Sung-tae responds with yes. The crazy demon stands up, looking at Cha Sung-tae without saying anything, low-key laughing. Cha Sung-tae thinks to himself, is he laughing? And in that next moment, Cha Sung-tae comes in for an attack. The crazy demon weaves the punch thrown. And as he's weaving, picking up the bottle off the ground at the same time, comes in and crack right across the head. We see glass shards flying everywhere. The men behind Cha Sung-tae cover their faces. See blood on the ground next to the glass shards. Cha Sung-tae is bagged up, holding his face. The men worriedly ask, "Boss, boss." The crazy demon looking on, saying nothing. And he says to the men, "Does anyone else want to fight?" Everyone quiet. Without saying anything, crazy demon glaring at everyone. Broken glass and blood falling to the ground. Cha Sung-tae says, "Yeezaha, so you really want to die?" As he reaches for his sword, he begins to pull it out. And the crazy demon says to Cha Sung-tae, "Think before you act. If you finish drawing that sword, you will die." What? Cha Sung-tae begins to sweat a bit, says nothing. Then he thinks, this guy, he's not lying. What happened in the span of a few days? What the fuck is going on? The crazy demon says, "Can the most socially adept person in the Ilian prefecture not tell what's going on? Do you think that these three are covered in food and drinks because they were unlucky?" Cha Sung-tae remains speechless. "And do you think I made your eye like that because I was lucky? If you don't want to die, think before you act. Otherwise, finish pulling out that sword and you can die right here." Cha Sung-tae, visibly shook, says nothing. And he thinks to himself, it's not an empty threat. I couldn't even see his movements just now. Everyone, go down and wait. The men in unison says yes. And Cha Sung-tae puts his sword back within his sheath. And he says, "Yeezaha, what are you planning? It doesn't seem like you will leave after a drink. Are you trying to get an apology from the owner for what happened a few days ago?" As he brushes himself off, fixing his coat. "Oh, that sounds good. If I want an apology, Joga, the owner, should come. That sounds about right." Cha Sung-tae says, "All right, I'll call for the owner." The crazy demon asks him, "Did you lose your eyesight?" Cha Sung-tae responds, "Thankfully, it doesn't seem like I lost my eyesight." The crazy demon says, "Really? I thought I was gonna die when I was getting beat up by you guys a couple of days back." Cha Sung-tae says nothing, and he tells one of the waiters to set up a table in the next room. He continues, "If you aren't going to kill those guys over there, let us heal them. Townspeople killing each other is a bit uncomfortable, isn't it?" The crazy demon says nothing, and he glares at Cha Sung-tae. This guy, why is his expression like that after doing something like this? Cha Sung-tae thinks to himself. The crazy demon says, "Sure, do what you gotta do." As the men are being carried from the room, the crazy demon and Cha Sung-tae enter a different room. And as they sit at the table, Cha Sung-tae says, "What is this mess? This came out of nowhere. Did you get lucky somewhere or something?" The crazy demon says nothing, simply looks at the bottle of liquor that's on the table. And Cha Sung-tae says, "I'll pour you a glass. It's top quality Dukong liquor, so it should taste good." The crazy demon says, "Isn't this different from the Dukong liquor from earlier?" "What?" says Cha Sung-tae. "Earlier they brought out something shitty and claimed it was top quality Dukong liquor," says the crazy demon, and Cha Sung-tae says nothing. He then says, "We must have brought out, a third-rate bottle by accident. We need to have some profits since this is a business." The crazy demon says, "Quit talking and hurry up and take a drink first." "Oh, to see if it's poisoned. I see. I'll take the first drink." And as he takes the first drink, the crazy demon looks on without saying anything. And Cha Sung-tae asks the crazy demon, "Were you always this good at fighting? I've never heard of your skill." The crazy demon simply replies, "I just held myself back because my father told me not to fight." As he takes the drink, Cha Sung-tae thinks, bullshit. "Anyways, I'll apologize for what happened earlier," says Cha Sung-tae. "Since my underlings shamed you, I understand why you would do this." The crazy demon sits his cup down on the table and he says to Cha Sung-tae, "Thanks for your understanding, you son of a bitch. I'm starting to get annoyed. The way you apologized irritated me." As he looks on with killing intent, Cha Sung-tae says nothing. "Do I need to break a few bones to change that? Seeing the frustration of the crazy demon, Cha Sung-tae prostrates himself in front of him and he says, "I truly apologize. I'm kneeling for the first time in my life. I'm really sorry." And in that instance, Cha Yang walks into the room, seeing her brother kneeling in front of the crazy demon. Cha Sung Tang looks up and notices her. As she's thinking to herself, what is this? The scary brother, Sung Tae, is kneeling and bowing his head down to an errand boy? And the wound on his face, did Sung Tae lose to this errand boy as well? The crazy demon says, oh, you're here. Cha Yang, get a grip, will you? As she comes over and she stands beside Cha Sung Tae, he says, are you crazy? Who said it was for me? Get over there. She, with a little bit of fear in her voice, says yes. She walks over to the crazy demon with her head down, the bottle of liquor in her hand. She begins to pour the crazy demon a drink. And the crazy demon says, Cha Yang, shaken, she responds with yes. Did you know that even an errand boy has pure love? However, that love was never pointed at you, so leave. You're ruining the fucking mood. Heartbroken at what was just said to her, she says nothing. And Cha Sung Tae says, what are you waiting for? Get out. And as she looks down without saying anything, frustrated at what was just said, tears in her eyes, she clenches her fist, turns around and walks out of the room. Cha Sung Tae simply says she's crying from just hearing that. The crazy demon says, Cha Sung Tae, stop talking so impolitely, especially because of your eyes. It makes me uncomfortable. He responds with, yes, I understand. The crazy demon says, you, staring down Cha Sung Tae, who says nothing. And as he continues to stare him down, Cha Sung Tae, quickly getting the idea, bows his head once again. The crazy demon responds, you are very good at talking politely. Cha Sung Tae simply says, thank you. When is the owner getting here? Cha Sung Tae responds, if he is in the middle of serving the experts from the Black Cat Union in the Pear Blossom brothel, it'll be difficult for him to come right away. The crazy demon says, the Black Cat Union? Those unjust guys? Yes, a union will be established in the Ilian Prefecture with the approval of the Black Cat Union. That's why the owner is trying to get on their good side. But with what happened today, the crazy demon interrupts. So you're saying that even if I subdue the owner, the Black Cat Union will step into this matter themselves? Cha Sung Tae replies with, that would be the case. As he sets down his cup, the crazy demon says, so what do you want me to do? You want me to have a nice drink with the owner and go back? You think that'll solve everything? Cha Sung Tae says, of course not. Then what would you like to do? The crazy demon says, how about the owner and his brothers serving me as my underlings? That way the Black Cat Union won't step into this. You think they will be willing to do that? Says Cha Sung Tae. Speaking of which, maybe I should create a sect in the Ilian Prefecture myself. You guys should join as my subordinates too, says the crazy demon to Cha Sung Tae. I beg your pardon. I'll give you a choice, so make a wise decision. If you think the Black Cat Union will win, you can fight against them together with the owner. If you don't think so, just join me. Cha Sung Tae thinks to himself, just what made him change this much? What kind of errand boy speaks about creating a sect like it's a simple matter? As the crazy demon sits down his cup and he raises up, Cha Sung Tae asks him, are you heading out? Why don't you wait a little longer? The crazy demon turns around and he asks him, why? You think I'm running away? Cha Sung Tae says yes. The crazy demon says you're asking to be beaten the fuck up, aren't you? Cha Sung Tae at first saying nothing, then says, please have a safe trip back. I will let you run a tab for your drink today. The crazy demon simply responds with, do as you please. As he walks out of the room, he sees the men standing outside of the room and he says to them, make way, you fucking lowlives. Walking through the middle of the room with all of the confidence and making his way downstairs. And as he makes his way down the stairs, we hear someone yelling out, where is he? Where is that errand boy? He dares to lay his hands on me? And the man who was slammed by the face earlier, running into the restaurant looking for the crazy demon, says, if I catch him, I'll... The crazy demon says, hey, doorkeep, you're awake? The doorkeeper, turning around, lunges for an attack at the crazy demon, screaming out, you fucking bastard. Gets backhanded in the chin and we see a tooth coming out. And the next thing we see is the doorkeeper's body flailing all the way to the side of the room, crashing into some tables, landing unconscious. No one in the brothel says anything. The crazy demon then says, you guys should really have explained to him what's going on. He had to be beaten up once again. What did I expect from you inconsiderate bastards? as he walks out of the brothel. No one in the brothel saying anything. He raises his hand and he tells them, the errand boy had fun here tonight. All of the men visibly upset and angered at the errand boy as he walks away. Crazy Demon, now back walking through the town, notices a sign that says Dragon Head Smithy, and he thinks to himself, this place is. I'd need a weapon if I wanted to fight against the Black Cat Union. Next, we see blacksmiths hard at work, and at the door, we see that the Dragon Head Smithy Vice Master is Guak Yongge, and he says, the errand boy from the Zaha Inn, are you here for the credit repayment? The Crazy Demon says, I'm here to buy items. Oh, you're here to buy a sickle or a kitchen knife, says the Vice Master. I'm thinking of fighting against the Cho family, so I'm looking for a couple of weapons. The Vice Master says, look here, errand boy. I heard the rumor that you were beaten up a few days ago. Don't let the heat of the moment get the better of you and risk your life. The Crazy Demon simply says, shut up and show me the weapons. I think I like a light sword or a whip or a decently sharp dagger. The Vice Master responds with, you're going to use all of them? The Crazy Demon says, it's just my preference, so why not respect that? The Vice Master says to the other blacksmiths, bring out the Black Dragon sword, the White Dragon whip, and the Cloud Dragon dagger. The men says right away, as they go and get the items. The Vice Master says, speaking of which, I used to like the chicken noodle soup your grandparents cooked. So why are you such a terrible cook? Yours tastes horrible. The Crazy Demon says, now is not the time to talk about chicken noodle soup. And the Vice Master responds with, then what else would I talk about? Would I talk about the unification of the Miram world with an errand boy? The Crazy Demon glares at the Vice Master. And in the next moment, the men come back with the weapons in hand and tells them that we brought them. The Vice Master tells the Crazy Demon, take your time looking through them. And the Crazy Demon responds with, I'll buy all of them. I'm in a hurry, you see. All of them? Then give me 90 nyangs. 90? I'm giving you a huge discount because you're from this town, says the Vice Master. Then how about this, says the Crazy Demon. I'll give you 50. So let me borrow it and I'll give it back to you after I'm finished with them. The Vice Master, frustrated, says, you're going to borrow them? That would be no different than daylight robbery. Fuck you got going on? And in that moment we hear another man saying, what's going on here? We see that it is the Dragon Head Smithy Master, Come Cho Young. The Crazy Demon says nothing, and the blacksmiths bows at the Dragon Head making his way. Boss, this guy is planning on having a war against the three brothers of the Cho family, and he wants to borrow these weapons for 50 nyangs. The head of the blacksmiths asks the Crazy Demon, are you the grandson of the Zaha Inn? Mr. Come, it's been a while. The head blacksmith says, for a long time I liked the chicken noodle soup that your grandparents cooked, and yet yours tastes horrible. The Vice Master assures his boss that he had already told him that. And the head blacksmith says, you're planning on going to war against them? If it's because the Cho brothers are bothering you, I'll make them stop. And if they refuse to listen to me, I'll protect you here. I've got ties with your grandparents after all. The Crazy Demon, confused, and the blacksmith reassuring him that there is no reason to make this a bigger deal than it actually is. The Crazy Demon thinks to himself, was he always like this? I don't remember him saying things like this in my past life. Or did the future change because I changed? I appreciate your consideration, but I would like to handle it myself, says the Crazy Demon. And the head blacksmith says, what are you thinking of doing anyway? Crazy Demon says, how about gathering the forces from all of the blacksmiths from this area and establishing the Steel Dragon sect? Establish a sect? What are you talking about? Says the blacksmith. If the Cho brothers establish a union in this prefecture, they will rip off even more money off of you. And that's why I'm planning on establishing a federation of sects in the Iliang prefecture and making sure that the Black Cat Union cannot do such a thing. A federation of sects, says the blacksmith. Yes, the brothels will belong to the Rebirth sect, says the Crazy Demon. The smithies will belong to the Steel Dragon sect, and the architects will belong to the Chuk sect. I will rally the rest of the jobs and create more sects accordingly. The room left speechless after what was just said. The Crazy Demon continues. You won't be required to pay any dues, and no one sect will be above another. Our purpose would be to make sure that our hard-earned money doesn't get stolen. Although it sounds sloppy, it's pretty well thought out. What would its name be? Says the blacksmith. A place for lowlives, says the Crazy Demon. A dirty end. By combining those, it will be named the House sect. The blacksmith, arms crossed, thinks to himself, the house sect, huh? It's interesting to see a mere errand boy trying to start up a sect. And are you confident that you can hold your own against the Cho brothers? With a smile, the crazy demon says nothing else but you'll see. The blacksmith says, give him the weapons for free. And the vice master, shocked at what he had just said, says, not even lending it to him? The head blacksmith says, we will continue this conversation if you survive. And the crazy demon with a smile on his face says, let's do that. The crazy demon is in the middle of his room, meditating as the wind is rustling. He suddenly starts to hear digging, and as he opens the door and he sees the men outside, we see 3 men digging a hole and 1 man sitting at a table. We learn that this is the second brother of the Cho brothers, Cho Wiggle. As Cho notices the crazy demon, he says to him, you're here. I was gonna call you out here after we finish digging the hole. And as he slams the dagger into the table, he tells the crazy demon to sit down, you damn errand boy. And the crazy demon, glaring at Cho Wiggle, walks over to the table and sits. Today is a good day for us Cho brothers. We were able to get the approval of the Black Cat Union to officially establish a union in the Ilian prefecture. And yet, a scumbag errand boy who can't even make noodle soup properly caused a scene in the brothel. What am I supposed to do about this? Says Cho. Ye Zaha, tell me 3 reasons why I should let you stay alive before they finish digging that hole. You're laughing? The crazy demon says, then should I be crying? Cho says out loud, this bastard. As he reaches for the dagger, he then notices that the dagger has disappeared. Questioning where it went, he then looks up to see the dagger in the crazy demon's hand. Shot, oh my God, sweating bullets. Then his hand slammed down into the ground, stabbed with the same dagger that he had. The crazy demon says to him, Cho Wiggle, let me ask you something as well. Tell me 1 reason why I should let you stay alive. Cho, sweating bullets, thinking to himself, I was wondering what they meant when they said that the errand boy caused trouble at the brothel. The man digging the hole turns around to Cho and says, owner, we're almost done digging the hole. Dig the hole a little deeper. And the man says, as you wish. Looking back at the crazy demon, Cho says, you must have gone through some kind of enlightenment. Congratulations. As he make a move for the MC once again. The MC, with lightning fast reflexes, quickly stabs Cho Wiggle in the arm. And then right as he stabs him in the arm, he stabs him in the other hand, right back down to the table, crying out in pain. Cho Wiggle shaking with the dagger yet again in another hand, lodged in the table, and the crazy demon asking him, what did you say that the hole was for? Bitch. Cho Wiggle, looking up at the crazy demon, says, it was just to threaten you. The crazy demon responds with bullshit. As the crazy demon takes the dagger from his hand, he says, all right, tell me why I should keep you alive. Cho Wiggle says nothing. You can't think of 1. I knew it. You think there's a reason for someone like you to stay alive? Not only did you take part in human trafficking, but you even mercilessly killed people when things didn't go your way. My acquaintances were among the people you killed. If you kill me, my brothers, as well as the Black Cat Union, will not forgive you for it. So, screams out Cho Wiggle, and in the next scene, we see his face wide-eyed, and he stops talking, and he looks down. Oh my God. As he looks down, he sees the dagger in his chest. The crazy demon saying to him, I asked you to tell me a reason why I should let you live, not threaten me. And Cho Wiggle flops down onto the table dead. The crazy demon looking at the body and then turning around and look at the men. He says, those guys are still at it. Hey, stop digging the hole. The men turn around shocked, wondering what's going on. And as they see Cho Wiggle dead on the table, the crazy demon says, why are you so surprised? He was messing around with a knife and he died off by himself for no reason. The men, sweating bullets, not saying anything, simply looks at the crazy demon and one of them says, just who are you? What are you talking about? I'm an errand boy from the Zaha Inn, of course. I don't think that's the case, says one of the men. Don't doubt me. Take off your mask and let me see if I know any of you. All of the men taking off their masks, sweating bullets, and the crazy demon saying to the men, I've never seen you guys around Ilian Prefecture. Are you from the Black Cat Union? One of the men says, no, sir. We just recently came to the Ilian Prefecture and have been working in the Pear Blossom brothel. Is that so? Then choose. Will all 3 of you die here Or will you bury the dead person and go back to your hometowns? As he points to Cho Wiggle, the three men hurriedly say, we will return to our hometowns if you let us live. Although I can't go back to my hometown because of personal circumstances, says one of the men, I won't go anywhere near the Pear Blossom brothel ever again. I will do the same if you let me live, says another man. The crazy demon, waving his hand, says, then take care of the dead person and scram. One of the men says, do you happen to need any workers in the kitchen? I will have no way to earn a living if I don't work in the Pear Blossom brothel. The crazy demon says nothing, looking at the man, and he asks him, are you a good cook? The man says, of course. Can you make chicken noodle soup? Says the crazy demon. The man, excited, says, isn't that one of the most basics of the basic? I am confident I can create a delicious chicken noodle soup. As he clenches his fist, excited at the prospect of a new job. The crazy demon says, whatever, just worry about your own life for now, as he turns to walk away. The man bows his head and says, I understand. Then please, rest well. Making his way back into his room, says out loud, what are you doing here? We see Cha Sung-tae standing off in the corner, and he says, you really defeated Cho Wiggle. The crazy demon says, you really thought I died of someone like him. I heard your eyes are fine. Cha Sung-tae saying nothing else, but it was just a part of my conspiracy. I reported to have injured my eyes, and I observed the situation after running away to where the doctors are. Had I not done so, I would have also been digging a hole here. As you can see, I am useful and very quick-witted. Do you understand? Says Cha Sung-tae. The crazy demon says, yes, well done. You have my gratitude. I had no choice in order to stay alive, says Cha Sung-tae. Anyhow, what are you planning on doing to the other two Cho brothers? I'll kill them, says the crazy demon. If I let them be, the Ilian prefecture will suffer even more. I understand. Since Cho Il-sum is the worst villain in the Ilian prefecture, you will need to take extra caution when killing him, says Cha Sung-tae, and the crazy demon responds, hey, Sung-tae. Yes, buy me some snacks. We've got liquor, but we don't have any snacks to go with them. Cha Sung-tae says, all of a sudden, we were just talking about Cho Il-sum. The crazy demon says nothing. And Cha Sung-tae says, aren't there any snacks in the inn? There aren't. Cha Sung-tae responds, well, this is quite the inn. I'll buy them. So please, give me some money. The crazy demon says, I don't have that either. Cha Sung-tae responds, well, it used to be known as an inn with delicious chicken noodle soup. How did this place fall to this extent? The crazy demon says, whatever. Just buy plenty of snacks. You can even buy some you like. If we have leftovers from tonight, we can eat them tomorrow. Cha Sung-tae says, all right. Hey, Sung-tae. He turns around and he says, what's wrong? The crazy demon says, are you going on a stroll? Why are you walking so leisurely? Sung-tae, speechless, says, seriously? Fuck. To think I'd be running errands for an errand boy. I asked if you were going on a stroll, says the crazy demon. And with a hop, skip, and a jump, screaming out fucking hell, Cha Sung-tae quickly runs to go buy the snack.